So I was serving this pastor, and one afternoon we were having a conference, and one afternoon all the guests were showing up, and all this stuff that was going on with the conference. And it was late in the afternoon. The pastor said, "Chad, come into my office," and he showed me his closet. He said, "I need you to paint that closet before the conference starts tonight." And it's late in the afternoon. I said, "Pastor, I'm not going to have time to paint that closet." He said, "Well, I need you to." And I said, "Pastor, are you kidding me?" He goes, "No, I really need you to paint that closet." And so he got the green paint, and everybody else leaves, and they're all going to get prettied up and ready for the conference and rested up and eat and whatever. And I let Melinda know I can't come home. I got to paint this closet. So I get in there in this closet. It's a pretty sizable closet, and I'm painting it, and I'm calling this man some names. I ain't lying. Why in the world he think I ain't his servant? What do he think I am? Like a paint slave or something? And I'm the assistant pastor at this church, and all I do, and I got to lead worship tonight, and I got to be prepared, and I need to go over myself, and I need to go home and get shot. And now I'm gonna be stanky, and I'm just painting and slapping paint. I am just doing my worst job I can, just slinging paint everywhere, and I don't even care. Why would he do this? He know how humiliating this is. And then the Holy Spirit spoke to my heart, and he said, "If Jesus had asked you to paint this closet, would you be saying all this?" I said, "No." He said, did I not instruct you in my word to do everything as unto me?" And I started crying, and I said, "Lord, I just feel like I am treated poorly. Do you understand how I feel?" And all of a sudden, I realized Jesus, betrayed by best friends, hanging on a cross, dying, accused of so much. And I'm thinking, "Chad, you are so silly." And by the time I'm done painting that closet, man, I have done it perfectly. I have done everything I could to make it beautiful. And that paint literally mixed with my tears on that wall. And I got done, went home, showered, ran back to lead worship at the conference. Years later, I go back to visit this pastor. They're in his office, and I say, we're having a conversation. I get up, and I walk over and look at that conference, and the closet. And I said, "You've never repainted that closet." And he said, "I will never repaint that closet." He said, "A young pastor learned a lot of lessons in that closet." And I said, "What? How do you know?" He said, "Chad, do you really think I am such a jerk that I would ask you late on a Friday afternoon before a conference is starting to paint my closet unless the Lord had told me to?" And I said, "So the Lord," he said, "it was the hardest thing I've ever done to make you do that. I didn't want to do that, but the Lord told me to have you get in that closet and paint because he was going to teach you some things." Y'all, here I am almost 28 years later remembering that moment when I realized I am not above anyone. I'm not better than anyone. That I'm called to serve, not to be served. All of us are called. And I did not want to take that path into that closet. But the Lord, wanting to lead me to a victory, said, "Let's go through here. There's some stuff you need to learn." Some of you are in some situations and you don't know why you're there and you want out. Learn the lesson and you get on out. The quicker you learn, the sooner you can graduate. The quicker you learn the lesson that he's trying to teach you at the place he has you, the sooner you can graduate. Or you can just keep going around the mountain. Keep going around the mountain. And she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Or you can get onto the promise by following the one who's leading you into victory.